Mitch McConnell, well, he's been told to retire by, well, a lot of people during this event. Here it is.
My friends, I'll be honest, it's not hard for Republicans to look good these days. We're up against the folks who gave you record high inflation. We're up against folks who closed schools and then told you that teachers unions know what's best for your kids. We're up against folks who'd rather let repeat offenders walk free than get tough on crime. I'm glad Governor Beshear finally decided to come to Fancy Farm. It's been the first Saturday in August for 143 years. But Andy only seems to make time for you all when he's staring down Election Day.
Damn. Put up the picture. Now, I know the Lord is not going to put me in a situation where I start feeling bad for Mitch McConnell. Mitch, I need you to retire now, sir. Immediately. Senator Mitch McConnell, Republican, Kentucky, was met with retire now from the crowd while delivering remarks in his home state at the annual Fancy Farm Picnic. Now, I don't know what a Fancy Farm Picnic is, but I promise you, sir, I won't get booed as much as you did at the Fancy Farm Picnic. It is time to hang it up, my man. Seriously. All right. In a widely circulated social media clip, the crowd is heard booing and chanting retire. Then there was another chant that started, lost the Senate, as McConnell, who has long been a target of criticism from his party's right wing, especially after he turned on former President Donald Trump. Said that he and his wife Elaine are excited to be back at the event featuring Democratic and Republican speakers. McConnell did not acknowledge the jeers from the crowd throughout his speech. He criticized Democratic Kentucky governor who sat behind him during his remarks and is up for re-election this year for COVID-19 restrictions. He was trying to get some cool points, it didn't work. Trump, who McConnell fell out with after he condemned the then president after the terrorist attack on January 6th, mocked the GOP leader in a Truth Social post on Monday. I agree, Trump, a Republican presidential candidate, wrote. McConnell spoke at the annual event amid intensified concerns over his health. He appeared to freeze for 19 seconds during a weekly Republican leadership news conference last month, went silent, and was walked away by another senator. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't know if McConnell did that speech for the sake of giving that speech. I think he actually did it because he wanted to show a contrast between his condition now and his condition then. They were well aware he was not a favorite in crowds like that due to his public beef with Trump. Let me remind you of the incident that I think sparked what you see today. Here it is. That's a very serious thing, all right? The health incident that we all saw, we actually broke it right here. The health incident added to a series of others this year, which began in March when McConnell was hospitalized with a concussion and with a minor rib fracture. And he was discharged days later before he entered rehab. He didn't return to the Senate, however, until mid-April. Earlier this month, he tripped and fell at the Washington, D.C. airport. NBC News reported that. Once again, he was not seriously injured. And I got to say this, to those who are around Mitch McConnell, do you want to wait until the man is seriously injured? or just keep using him as a proxy for your, perverted agenda. Now, granted, I'm no fan of McConnell. I think the guy has done great evil to this world by way of policy. But I'm not evil. They are. That's why I don't think like them. I would much prefer he preserve his life, step down, retire. All right, Jeff, thoughts?
Yeah, that fancy farm picnic sounds like it was catered by Cracker Barrel and presented by Ace Hardware, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so Mitch McConnell, he needs to retire. Honestly, if I was there, I wouldn't be, but I will be chanting shame along with retire and everything else. But I gotta say, I don't wanna do this, but in that speech, despite people heckling him, he didn't freeze or miss a beat. He kept going. He didn't even acknowledge the crowd. Incredible. So if this was his bounce back, he did a good job with his evil self.
Right, yeah. McConnell can still read. All right,